Hey, hey, good morning, everyone. I'm doing a chocolate for breakfast. I'm doing it from a hotel because I'm at an event. So hopefully if you're here, you can hear me on these earphones. I'm hoping they're working because I didn't get a chance to test them other than in my car earlier so I could hear from them. Hopefully you can hear me. And if you do happen to join me live, I would love it if you said hello, tell me that you're here. And if you would like to, if you feel inclined to share with me what you're celebrating, because as I do every Saturday morning, I have some chocolate for breakfast and I tell you what I'm celebrating today as I'm having a little bit of pleasure with my chocolate. So today I am actually still in Portland, but I am at an event, and so I couldn't do my normal make a recipe from the kitchen type thing. So I decided to, on our break from our event, run down to the most awesome coffee shop that I just discovered yesterday in downtown Portland and get a little hot mocha. And so I'm having a little mocha. And the place is at the Pine Street Market, and I believe it's called Barista. They have these amazing, like sort of custom made cappuccino makers, and they have some really spicy chai. If you like spicy chai, it's actually really spicy, which I love. I hate when it's actually when they say it's spicy and it's not. And I love spicy chai. So, but this morning, like I said, I'm having a mocha. And one of the awesome things about this mocha is that it's the first time I've seen it where they actually have a dark chocolate. It said 60% cocoa mocha. And so it was actually a little bit more expensive than the most mochas because I think it's got good quality chocolate in it. And it's really, really good. I had to make it with almond milk, which is my favorite way to enjoy my coffee, and it's really delicious. So if you are in Portland, I highly recommend the Barista shop down at the Pine Street Market. And the Pine Street Market, for those of you who aren't in Portland, it has like all these different little restaurants inside one restaurant, and it also has salt and straw ice cream, which is so delicious, and a couple other really awesome places, including this coffee shop. And they actually had some goodies there from Roman Candle, my favorite little place to get pastries and stuff. So anyway, so here I am at this event, and I'm celebrating with my chocolate for the day. So one tip I will give you at home is if you do feel like making something like this for yourself, I highly recommend that you go to the recipe that I had a couple weeks ago, the French toast recipe. So that one, part of that recipe was to hand make your own ganache, and they actually had you make it with coconut milk. You could probably make it with just cream if you prefer and not use coconut milk. Either way, though, you can get whatever percentage of chocolate you want. Like if you wanted 70% chocolate, or if you only wanted 50% chocolate, go get some chocolate and make the ganache with that recipe, and then put it into a cup with some coffee and a little bit of steamed milk or steamed almond milk or whatever you like to make with it. And that's basically what this is. You can tell they had like the dark chocolate ganache that they put in this along with the almond milk, and then voila, it was done. It was beautiful, and it's so good. I'm really enjoying this, and I could definitely use my caffeine. This is the third day of my event, so I'm having a great time. I'm at the Rise event. Jay, it's too bad you're not here because I know you love Rise. Of course, you spell it a little bit different. You spell it with Y, but it's called the Rise, and this gal actually lives in Portland. I had no idea when I came to this event. I got a free ticket to the event, and she's basically telling you how to rock your talk. So she's basically going over with you and make that work for you as you're going around. And so she's giving you tips on how to, not only how to give the presentation itself, how to be engaging on stage, but also then how to make your offer at the end of the talk. So it's been great. I've been learning a ton of stuff, and she's really awesome. She's actually an ex-radio gal too. Her name is Kristen Thompson again. And so I'll put the link for her stuff in the description, and I'm having a great time. So let's get to the celebration. So the first thing I'm celebrating today is I am celebrating free things, free tickets. I got a free ticket to this event, and it's a 3-day event. I mean, it's so valuable. And I always think it's important to keep track of all the abundance that comes into your life. Even those things you get for free gifts from people, you win stuff, right? This is all good stuff. It's just like earning money in a way. And this event is going to help me earn some money and help me spread more value and more information about storytelling to my people as I go out and talk and give my own presentations. And so I'm excited that this is going to be a multiple effect thing that I got, and I'm going to spread more free love to everybody else. So I'm celebrating free tickets and free things in my life. And the second thing I'm celebrating today is, let me take a sip of my mocha because I just have to. It's so good. I'm telling you, people, make yourself some Grenache on a Sunday night and then use it in your coffee all week long. I do that now all the time since I did that French toast recipe, and it's so good. So anyway, I would say that the second thing I'm celebrating today is giving live talks, because obviously I'm learning all about them and how to make them more effective and how to make them more engaging and entertaining. And one thing I really love about Kristen is she's using a ton of storytelling, which, as you know, is one of my favorite things. And it just makes it so much more interesting and engaging, because all of us, we know stories. Like, we have been hearing stories since before we could talk, through lullabies and rhymes. And so it makes sense to our brains when we hear a story. And so it helps us understand what it is that someone's trying to communicate to us. So if you really want to have a conversation with somebody and have them understand what you're talking about, stories is the most persuasive and most easiest way to get someone to really understand what you're talking about. And so what I love about Kristen so far and her talks, and she hasn't really taught this very much, which is interesting throughout her 3 days here. She taught it a little bit, but one of the things that she does that I've observed is she tells the most amazing, great stories. So it's making it so much more interesting and engaging for me. You, as you're out there giving talks, or if you are sending out an email to people, or if you are just having a conversation at a party, if you can tell a story, it's going to make that person listen to you more, essentially, and understand more what you're talking about. So anyway, here's to live talks. And had to have one more sip there of my mocha. I would say the third thing I'm going to celebrate today is Wi-Fi. I'm hoping that this is working. The hotel Wi-Fi was not working as well as I have Xfinity, Xfinity by Comcast, so got to give them a little love. Hopefully, one of the things as a subscriber of Xfinity is they have little stations all around town, and so a lot of times, wherever I'm at, if the Wi-Fi isn't super reliable, the Xfinity app is. And right now, it seems to be working pretty well. In fact, I'm going to look. It says that my connection is good. So I'm thinking this is working and that this is coming across. Even though no one's joining me right now, I'm not doing my normal Chocolate for Breakfast time. So I understand why not everyone might be able to join me. But in any case, the Wi-Fi seems to be working, or my Xfinity app Wi-Fi seems to be working great. So cheers, I'm celebrating you, Comcast, Xfinity, and great Wi-Fi around the city that you have put in place. You've made it so much easier to do my job and get ready and done on the road, in my car. I mean, it's amazing. I'm definitely a huge fan of the way that Xfinity has been able to put those stations all around town and enabled me to be able to work from pretty much anywhere. So, so that's what I'm celebrating today. I encourage you to go out and celebrate yourself. The more things you celebrate, the more great things that come into your life to celebrate. And hopefully this means I'll be getting more free tickets, more free Wi-Fi, right? And more great talks to be able to talk and spread the love and value and fun to other people. So anyway, if you happen to watch this on the replay, please do share in the comments below what you're celebrating. I highly encourage you to celebrate with chocolates, or whatever your pleasure is. And thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you next week for, I think next week I'll be able to do a regular standard recipe. And I already have one picked out. I'm super excited about it. So, so come back and watch next Saturday and get another chocolate recipe and celebrate some more with me. All right. Talk to you guys next then. Bye.